Hello, welcome back to Trauma Team. Or maybe it's still the same episode. I don't know. If you're hearing this, then it is a new episode. So welcome to Trauma Team. If you don't know me, my name's Abby. I play all sorts of video games on the internet and I have a lot of fun. And I hope you're having fun too. That's really cool. We're like really nearing the end of this case, so I wasn't sure whether I should split into 2 episodes or not. So again, if you're hearing this, that means enough shit happened after this point that there was enough to make a whole episode out of it. I like to keep my episodes at least somewhat of a consistent length. Sometimes they're wicked long. It depends on the game. It depends on what part of the game I'm in. It really is just kind of a crapshoot as to how long my episodes are generally. I try to keep them around 35 minutes, but you never know. Anyway, we're going to the murder scene. To recap, there's been some murders. We think the first victim killed the second victim and then was involved in her own death. It's actually very sad. We're trying to figure out what motive she might have had to kill her own family, because apparently they've like got along and they were like a nice family, so like we don't know what the motive is. So we're trying to figure that out, but the evidence really suggests that she killed her daughter and it's really sad. So we're going to the scene of the crime to see if we can solve the murder. I don't know why I just clicked on The Office again. My cursor probably just went onto The Office and I thought I clicked exit. I think that's what happened.
Dr. Kimishima,
Oh, okay.
Can I bother you for a moment?
Sure. What's up?
What's the matter?
HQ contacted me just a moment ago. It seems Joseph Parker has a message for you.
Oh, will it help me find the motive faster?
The victim's husband? But why?
I watched the message just be like, get out of my house. I did the murder. Get out of there.
I don't know. I'll send the recording over to you right now.
Oh, it's a recording?
This message is for whoever is investigating my case. I don't know who you are,
Oh,
but I'm impressed by your skills.
thank you.
Go to my house and check above the fireplace.
Oh, he's just telling me where it is. Oh, that's actually very helpful. Thank you.
My wife's diary should be behind the stones.
Oh, the motives in the diary, I bet.
You must already know that I can't stand. So that's the only thing I couldn't get rid of.
Oh.
If you read it, you might find out what my wife was truly feeling.
Did she hide her diary in the wall so he couldn't read it? Interesting.
Please, make use of that information.
This is about to get really sad.
That's it. Did you get all that, Dr. Kimishima?
I heard every word. I'll have to check above the fireplace.
Gonna warn y'all right now, I do remember this part. It's about to get pretty sad in here.
Above the fireplace, behind the stones. This must be it. Alma's diary is in here?
Those must have been really loose.
Here it is.
Diary.
I should take it back to the office and go through it.
Why do diaries always say diary on them in big letters? Because aren't they supposed to be like a secret? Like you don't want people to, if it says diary on it in big letters, people are just gonna like be like, ooh, a diary, and then try to look at it because people are nosy as fuck. Oh, we're just leaving? We can't read it here. Never mind. I thought I could read it here. Feel like that would have been faster, but
Oh, Dr. Kimishima, can you spare a moment?
I'm busy.
I do if it's about the case.
Well, of course it is. Alma Parker's autopsy is about to begin.
I didn't already do an autopsy? I thought that would have been done first. I also technically thought that's what I was doing, but okay. I guess on Bones, Brendan does not do the autopsies. That's what Cam does. So I guess I literally have one singular role in this video game.
Good. I hope they find something.
And also, aren't autopsies done first? Or am I crazy? Or am I dumb?
Yes, and regarding the results from the auto-imaging scan, a tumor has been found in Alma Parker's prefrontal lobe.
Yep, there it is. That's... yeah.
A tumor?
your frontal and prefrontal area of your brain, a lot of your personality is in there. From my knowledge, I took a few psychology classes in college, so like I've learned a bit about like what parts of the brain have what things in them. And there's this case study that you read about in like entry-level psychology. This guy named Phineas Gage got like a rod or something shoved into his head from an accident. It like went right through his brain, right through the frontal part of his brain, and his entire personality changed. And that's, I think that, I don't remember exactly the timeline of events and like brain research and stuff, but that I think was part of how they figured out that the frontal lobe of your brain contains a lot of like what makes you your personality and stuff like that. So the tumor being there would have affected some things with her.
Yes, it's about 5 centimeters in diameter, and it seems to have been causing CVD.
CVD. I don't know what that is.
Cerebral vascular disorder.
Oh. It's
If
that.
that's so, then
Yes, well, even if she hadn't been killed, she didn't have much time left.
that's not the point. Tumors in the prefrontal lobe cause visual and auditory
Naomi's got us.
hallucinations.
Thank you, Naomi, because I couldn't be just... I'm talking about things I've, like, taken basic courses of in college, but, like, she can actually tell us, yeah, there'd be, like, hallucinations and shit, so that's also helpful.
There's the chance that this may explain her strange behavior.
Wait, so you think...
Of course it is. Of course it is.
I found Alma's diary above the Parker's fireplace.
Can we read it?
What? Then Joseph was...
He was telling the truth. Reading this may tell us more.
What? I guess because he's been lying the entire time, they might have expected this to also be a lie, but if they'd actually, like, listened to the message, it's like, why would you expect that one to be a lie? Because he's basically giving in. He's giving in. That message that he sent, he literally said, I'm impressed by your skills. Her diaries of the fireplace, that's the only thing I wasn't able to get rid of. Like, that is a clear departure from his earlier lies. That's like, that one probably isn't a lie. Like, I don't know why they assumed it would be a lie at that point. Context clues suggest that it isn't.
I write this diary giving thanks to the mountains and to the flowing waters. My headaches continue today. That bruise seems to have gotten bigger, too.
The one on her hand.
Should I see a doctor?
Yeah,
A bruise. What is she referring to?
the one on her hand. Yeah, her broken leg. What? Video game, please. I'm
That's
being
right,
sad here.
she
You
was
can't throw
still
that at
alive
me.
when
That's
she got
funny.
that bruise on her hand.
I write this diary giving thanks to the mountains and to the flowing waters. A miracle happened today. I can barely believe it. I heard God's voice, beautiful and pure. The bruise on my hand is a sigil passed on to me by God himself.
I see. Well, I'm no theologian, but I doubt this was a revelation from God.
It's a hallucination.
What happened to her was caused by...
Hearing an echo. Okay. Okay, video game.
Right. Her experience was likely caused by the tumor in her prefrontal lobe. She interpreted the whispers of her disease as the voice of the Creator.
I write this diary giving thanks to the mountains and to the flowing waters. Today I heard a shocking premonition. We were walking the path against God's divine will. My pain was inflicted on me as a punishment and a warning to me and my family. I cannot let this be. I must save my family.
That's why.
I write this diary, giving thanks to the mountains and to the flowing waters. The preparations have been made. I will become the beast of the Lord and lead my loving family. I will sever them from this world and engrave the sigil upon their bodies too.
That's why Abigail had the cuts on her hand was she carved the bruise shape into her hand.
Abby, my little girl, I willingly become the beast so
is
I
really
can
sad.
save you.
Beast of the Lord. That explains the fur.
I write this diary, giving thanks to the mountains and to the flowing waters. I learned a terrible truth today. My little Abby never reached his side. It's my fault. I severed her connection before engraving the sigil. Ah, my loving daughter, please forgive your mother for being so foolish. Joseph will be saved. I will engrave his sigil and lead his soul. I'll make sure it won't hurt. Joseph, let us be reunited in his world.
The diary ends here. Alma died after writing this.
Yeah, we still don't know what exactly happened. We know she drugged him. We know she drugged him. She probably started carving the sigil into his hand, and maybe he woke up.
The sigil that she says she engraved onto her daughter is...
The wound. The gunshot wound in left leg. Please, game, this is a sad moment. I'm sad, and you're like, haha. Look at
Alma
this
thought the
obviously
black
wrong
bruise on
answer.
her hand appeared as a holy sign. That's why she thought she was saving her daughter's soul using the same pattern. She also planned to do the same to her husband. When she said she'd make sure it won't hurt, she meant...
The sleeping pills.
Indeed. This diary answers a number of the questions we've had regarding this case.
Yay, solid evidence. I'm sad. Yay, solid evidence. Wee, solid evidence. I'm sad.
Until this point, I had thought that Alma and Abigail had been killed by the same person.
I mean, kind of.
But now it's clear who killed Abigail. And yet, there are several things found at the crime scene that could not have been Alma's doing. I need to review the information we have to determine if these murders were committed by the same person.
Oh, back to the jazzy music, I guess. So what do we have that we still can even combine? Hi, little guy. We've got that. Everything else is gold. Okay.
Hey, little guy, I have something else that I need you to analyze for me.
I just gotta give it to little guy.
You do? I thought we've already been through everything.
Nope.
It's more that I want you to sort through what we know. Alma wore the mask and the fur when she killed Abigail. However, Alma couldn't have done everything herself. For example...
From what we know about the case, the death that Alma could not be behind was Sean. Sean is dead? Ruh-roh, Scoob. Her own.
Yes, Alma didn't stab herself.
I think it's gonna come down to the fact that the stab wound on the daughter didn't go all the way through, and the stab wound on Alma did.
And there were obvious attempts to hide evidence after Alma's death. One such piece of evidence is...
The murder weapon? The mask and the fur? The murder weapon? Destruction of footprints. I don't know why that
Yes,
sentence is so funny to me.
Someone tried to destroy the costume Alma wore in the fireplace. Another piece is...
The murder weapon? Thank you. Killing all witnesses. Yeah, Carolyn Bowen better watch out.
Indeed. The weapon Alma is believed to have used was hidden inside the clock.
Only one person was able to do this.
Yes.
Well,
now we can
Joseph
finally
hid
see
them.
everything that
We
happened
knew that.
in this case.
But I don't think he killed her. At least not, you know, in a way that isn't self-defense. I personally don't consider self-defense murder in the sense that you should be arrested for murder. Same killer has become other killer. Oh, we're done. Conclusion reached. The case has been solved. And I've been recording for about 16 minutes on this one, so this will have to be its own short episode probably. So sorry about the inconsistent lengths. I wasn't really sure if this would be a 3-episode case or not, because it felt like I was nearer to the conclusion than I was. Also, we're not done because we still gotta do the ending cutscenes and things, so... So there.
The dead.
It's not too short, actually. It's not too short,
Let's
actually.
Put together the truth of what happened here.
Yeah, we still gotta find the truth in the cards.
In a way, you could
This
say
is so
Alma
fucking
Parker
sad.
is the first victim. She had a gigantic tumor within her prefrontal lobe. The conditions caused by the tumor changed her. This card has the evidence of that.
Oh god. Oh Jesus, they're spinning and I dropped my controller on the ground. Oh shit. Okay, where's the evidence? Alma symptoms. Come back. It's this one.
Yes, she believed her hallucinations were divine visions. Parting with the world. Her beloved daughter was first. It was that same love that led to Alma's attack. This card proves the violence Alma carried out on her Abigail.
It was murder.
Indeed. She put on a mask and fur, then killed her. That's why Abigail failed to recognize her own mother.
Yeah, not her fault. Be a little difficult to recognize her in that.
Instead, she kept screaming in order to warn Alma away. Abigail's last words are proof of that.
That one. Obviously, the one that says her last words are.
Mom! Stay away! Run!
God, that mask is terrifying.
After the murder, Alma tried to guide her child's soul. The proof of that is on this card.
The sigil.
This is likely what Mrs. Bowen witnessed. But Alma thought she had failed to save Abigail's soul. In order to guide the soul to its rightful place, Alma thought the sigil needed to be applied before death. So she made careful preparations for Joseph's murder. The evidence of that is shown on this card.
Where's it? Where's the wine glass? Yup.
Yes, but this plan failed to work. Joseph woke from the pain and struggled with her in a panic. This card tells us the evidence of that.
This one. The blood stain.
Alma wore the mask and fur again
she-
to kill her husband.
She carved the sigil already.
That's why Joseph didn't know it was Alma attacking him. He desperately caught her hand, resisting her. And in the ensuing struggle, they fell, stabbing Alma.
That makes sense.
When Joseph removed his attacker's mask, he realized...
The clock fell too.
It was first thought that both cases had the same murderer.
Again, wouldn't call
With
Joseph a
some
murderer.
mystery solved. I know that can't be. This is the card with proof of the reason why that is.
It was self-defense. But yeah, it's this one.
What can I do with that?
The one that literally says other killer. What proves that both... Oh. Is it this one? Okay, because he
Yes.
burned the... Okay.
After Alma's death,
I don't
someone
know.
erased evidence of her guilt.
Sorry that I thought the one that said other
No matter how
killer
it was done, it couldn't have been Alma.
was the correct answer.
And
Sorry,
so
Naomi.
The truth of this card is brought to light.
I was so goddamn confident. I was so goddamn confident.
This person wanted to hide Alma's crimes. First, her costume was destroyed in the fireplace. The weapon she used was hidden within a clock in the house. Another knife was used to make Alma seem like a victim. This card shows who took this effort to exonerate Alma.
The only card left.
Alma was not a woman who could commit murder. Her bizarre acts were a result of her brain tumor. Even then, she still loved her husband and cared about him. Her final words are proof of that.
Joseph, my love. I'm sorry. I can't save you.
This case is so fucking sad.
This is the truth behind how her life's light was put out.
They gotta stop calling Joseph a murderer, though. He didn't murder her. It was self-defense. Was he supposed to just die?
Naomi, you have a call from Mr. Parker.
Yes. I was just thinking about visiting you. All right. I'll be there soon.
Will you be all right? If you think there's any danger.
He's not a killer.
Chief, what do you think love is?
Hello?
A true
very
love
sudden,
in
Naomi.
which each thought of the other to the end. That may well have been the integral part of this case.
It was actually the integral part of this case. It didn't may have been, it was. That's what I think. I feel so bad for this guy.
I can't guarantee it's any good. Alma always made coffee.
Mm.
Thank you.
My wife, she was the best companion a man could hope for. Even when I was stubborn or angry, she still loved me.
Mr. Parker, it's my duty to uncover the truth.
I understand.
You loved her. Even if you'll be misunderstood and branded a killer, you wanted to hide the fact that Alma tried to kill you.
I'd be better off if she had killed me. There's absolutely no way she'd kill me without a cause. She must have had some reason for what she did.
He doesn't
Please,
even know.
If it ends like this, Alma will be known as a lunatic.
Give him the diary
You have
back.
to find out what truly happened to my wife. Please.
Yes, I will. That's my duty.
Why are we pretending like we don't know what happened to his wife?
Death comes to everyone. I'm a little jealous.
Oh, there you are, Dr. Kimishima. I was looking for you.
I see. What do you want?
I have the report from the Oxford autopsy.
Tell me all about it, right now.
Right. Her brain tumor was kind of, well, strange.
Strange? Could you be any more vague? Were you actually
bruise.
present at the autopsy?
Well, yes, but it was a condition I've never seen. The
bruise.
tissue around the tumor
Yep.
was black. Nobody knows why.
Black. The same as with Veronica.
Yup. Yup.
Remove that tumor. I'll have a friend at Resurgam check it. And I want the death certificate made by the end of the day.
You want me to do all that?
No excuses. Get to it right now.
I'm on it.
Yeah, little guy speedrun that death certificate. She had the illness, you guys.
Veronica's death. An old woman losing her mind. What in the world is going on?
It's the mystery. Well, that's the end of the case. And this is indeed long enough to be its own episode, so it is going to be its own episode. Go back to the one I was looking at. Thank you. We don't need to see what we've already completed. Come on, game. Yeah. Sorry about the inconsistent lengths and the question of whether I'd split this into 2 episodes or not. I could not remember how much stuff there was. I was like, I remember the answer, but I did not remember how many steps it took to get to the answer, so apologies that this was an extra episode when the cases have normally been 3. I have a feeling that this one could also end up being the same way. More than 3 episodes for the case. I remember these getting longer as they go on. From my last playthrough of this game, which admittedly was like in high school. So many years ago. I'm old. Anyway, again, sorry this episode's so short and last episode was kind of long. I'm trying my best to be consistent, as I said, but sometimes it's just hard because there's not like... It's not like it was with the surgery where like each surgery is like not that long. It's like these are like more story based, so it's like I kind of have to like guess at where a good stopping point is. But yeah, hopefully you don't mind. I know you guys probably don't mind, but I feel bad anyway, so I'm apologizing anyway. That's just kind of how it usually goes with me. Anyway, next time on Trauma Team, we will start Case 5, Crime of Passion. Looks like there's a fancy living room. That's all I can really glean from this little preview image here, but that's okay. We don't need to glean any information. I'll just play the video game and it's fine. We don't have to guess shit around here. What are we, detectives? Anyway, thank you so much for watching and for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I really appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea, or maybe you do, because I always say this every single time, how much I appreciate you, because it's a lot. Yeah, if you like this video, give it a little thumbs up, leave a comment if you want, because that's always helpful. Engagement, you know, it helps my stuff be seen by more people, which is always super fun, because making new friends is awesome. And speaking of new friends, if you are new around here and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I highly recommend doing that. I'm gonna finish this game, first of all, so if that's what you're here for, that's what you're gonna get. But I play like every single kind of game under the sun, so chances are you'll like my other content too, at least some of it. That's just generally how it goes. I am a variety creator because I have too many interests, so there is plenty for you here. And also, I don't know, if you're looking for more content from me, in the meantime, I do stream on Twitch also. I stream 4 times a week over at twitch.tv/CaptainAbbyGames. Right now, the lineup is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, Breath of the Wild on Master Mode, and I the Somnium Files, although depending on when this is posted, I might be finished with Somnium Files already and moved on to something else, but I play all sorts of things. I have a lot of interests, I love a lot of games. Oh, another thing on my stream, I'm going to be starting Persona 5 Royal at some point in the near future, and that's another Atlas game, and this is an Atlas game right here, so maybe you'd be interested in that. I don't know. I feel like Atlas fans will like Atlas things, perhaps. Although I feel like most Atlas fans maybe don't know this game exists, which is a tragedy. Atlas, if you are listening to my video, which you probably aren't, but in case you are, I will say this. Please bring Trauma Team back. God, I miss it so much. I love this game a lot. Please. Please bring it back. I'll do anything. I will literally pay full price. I've said this before. I will pay full price if you release the 3 Wii games, Trauma Center Second Opinion, Trauma Center New Blood, and Trauma Team. If you release the 3 of them on the Switch in a collection a la Mario 3D All-Stars, just ports, I will fucking pay the $60 or however much you charge. I will buy it. Please, I love these games so much. Trauma Center is very, very near and dear to my heart. Especially this game, but also the other ones. I love it a lot. It's really good. And I'm very sad that you have not made a Trauma Center game since this one. And this game came out in 2010, and it is 2021. Anyway, I'm rambling, but please, I'm begging you. I think that this sort of game would control very well on the Switch, because Switch Joy-Cons, they do be having motion controls. And I was thinking the other day, maybe the reason they haven't made a Trauma Center game in a while is because Atlas likes to make PlayStation exclusives now, and you couldn't really do the Wii surgery controls on a PlayStation, but you could do it on the Switch. And nothing's fucking stopping you from putting it on the Switch. I am begging you, please. Also, I mean, I wonder... It couldn't be too hard to do this game on PC either. Because, like, you could use the mouse. And, like, for the surgery. I don't know, I think about this too much. But you could probably get this sort of game to work on PC as well. So, Atlas, again, I am begging you. But I will be quiet now because I think I ramble about that every single time I play this game because I love it so much and I want Atlas to acknowledge that it exists. So I will be quiet now. Thanks again for watching. If you're still listening to all my rambles, I really, really appreciate it. And I will be back with another Trauma Team Tuesday soon. Bye, everybody!